weather situation in northern Osage County. Tornado warning in effect, and it's looking more ominous for the community of Scheidler right now. Let's take a look at radar and show you what's going on with that particular storm. We're going to maximize this here to full screen, and you can see that the rotation is increasing a little bit in and around the Scheidler area on Highway 11 there west of town. So it's getting ready to move into Scheidler right now. You can see the circulation, and according to AI, artificial intelligence, there's about a 47% chance of this being a tornado. It was higher a few moments ago on the last scan. So if you're in that area around Lepp, south of Webb City, moving over towards Scheidler, you've got to be in your safe spot right now. Tornado warning continues for a large chunk of northwestern Osage County based on this storm continuing to move off towards the east. So this storm may be cycling a little bit where the rotation may be decreasing just a little bit just to the west of Scheidler, but also to the south of Scheidler near Carter 9. We could be looking at an intensification of another circulation developing there. And that's what's typical in QLCS type tornadic situations where you have these strong straight line winds that blow out from the thunderstorm. And then along the leading edge of that, you get these little eddies form. And these eddies can sometimes constrict small enough into an area that will spin up a tornado. Generally, they are weaker tornadoes, but nevertheless, tornadoes can occur along the leading edge of these intense squall lines. And that's what it looks like we're seeing there with this particular line moving through northern Osage County. So the folks there east of Burbank, around Little Chief, we're watching another area, perhaps maybe developing in that area shortly, south of US Highway 60, there near Little Chief. It could be another circulation trying to develop there. And as this line continues to move off to the east, you folks over there in Pawhuska and northern Osage County, you're going to have to be very, very careful of this squall line as it rolls through. And then eventually on over into Washington County, in and around the Bartlesville area, probably in about an hour to hour and a half. Further back to the west, we have another tornado warning continuing on this cell. That is to the in the area around Okeen, Oklahoma. That's going to be moving into northwestern parts of Kingfisher. And looking at the velocities, it doesn't appear that there's a very tight circulation with this, but nevertheless, tornado warning continues for that area. And that's a storm, of course, we're going to obviously keep an eye on. And then we have yet another storm back to the west and southwest of there, in and around the Sealing area. And in fact, you can see the tornado warning has now been dropped for that particular cell near Okeen. But it still has some characteristics that we're going to have to keep a very close eye on it as it moves toward the community of Hennessy and Wilcomas there in Garfield County. This storm near Sealing is severe, and it's also got some characteristics that we're going to look for the possibility of tornado genesis. And then, of course, this cell north of Leedy, we're going to have to watch that one as well. Stay with us, and we'll keep you advised, of course, right here at the National Storm Channel. Tornado Watch continues for another couple of hours for Nowata, Washington, Osage, and Pawnee counties in northeast Oklahoma, and Kay, Noble, and Payne counties in north central Oklahoma, and, of course, a large chunk of northwestern Oklahoma as well. Stay with us, and we'll keep advised right here at the National Storm Channel. And be sure, if you want to, we would appreciate your support. Just scan the QR code there or click on it, and it will take you to the Cash App where you can do that. Thank you again. Have a great evening, and stay safe.